one.
Yo, this is LeVon Jones and 4th July, 4th of July. They really lied. So I'm here with family, and you see, my mother is not gonna lie for me. My aunt is not gonna lie for me. So we're here to let you know that I really won. And if people don't want to face it, if people don't want to acknowledge what's going on, don't worry, because right now where I'm at with Rochester, it's up. It's really up. So I like to thank everybody who supported me and know from day one who LeVon Jones is. I won, a winner, a real winner. So
Okay. I'm Patricia Evans. I'm LeVon Jones' first cousin. I remember when he drew the picture when he was a little boy, and we were so proud of him, knowing how good he can draw. And then the next 4 to 5 years, we see the building has been established, and he got no credit for it. And the city and everyone else is getting away with too much. And this needs to be handled because it's taking things away from people that deserve what they should have. Being a child and being taken advantage of is not right. Thank you.
God gave him that for him. And I told him, I said, LeVon, use your honor. I said, God gave you that. He said, yeah, I know.
And then for him to be 9 years old and win the contest.
9 years old, he win the contest at number 22. Because him and his brother come running behind. He said, I win, Mama. She did. He said, yeah, but she gonna take me to McDonald's or something. I said, really? He said, but I did the drawing and I win.
And then they built the building in 1976. Y'all.
I'm through now.
Kendrick Span.
How do you know LeVon Jones? How do you know LeVon Jones?
LeVon Jones is my nephew. 1968. About 2 years ago.
And do you remember him designing the building?
I remember him. He designed a suit that I graduated from Stone Street. Graduated from my beauty salon.
All right,
He made the suit, Italian suit, and he is at that time was a clothing, right? And clothing was over New York State and California.
They always
Anyway, when I met Willie's dad, Willie LeVon, maybe he was 2, 3.
I'm co-pastor Elizabeth Kendricks, and I'm here on honor of my sister Viola Hugh and my nephew LeVon. I've never cited my son's auntie about this building, so him and I sitting down talking one day, and I'm riding around down there, and I saw him talking.
And you remember I designed it when I was 9 years old?
Yep. 9 years old. Well, we born and raised in Mississippi. A place that I had to like, but I didn't. So we was there for quite a while. And we all decided to leave. And we all came here. And this is our home. We're here. So By the help of God, we all made it. We made it very, very good. Everything we did it good. We got jobs, we got homes, we got cars, and we got more kids. So we did a good thing. And we were happy, and we still happy. Thank God for our life. This my baby here. Don't leave me. They're my baby sister. And that's my
I
husband.
met his wife. I came 1966. 2 years after his wife. 2 years later, I met my lovely wife, Elizabeth. And
Now look, I-N-T-E.
my
I-N-T.
first love. And
Yeah.
52
Thank you,
years and a
Auntie.
half.
Yup.
And our children.
And this
had-
one right here, Lavon, he look like my dad.
Everybody
Just
says that.
like him.
Every time I wear a hat,
Look just like him.
I always get that, and it's not a bad thing because my grandfather is the reason why all of us are living. Because if he didn't do what he did in Mississippi, we wouldn't be here in Rochester today. So that let people know the history of Mississippi, that like all black men was not bowing down and cowering down to what was going on, to the oppression and the Jim Crow that was happening.
And my grandfather,
Yep.
born 1885. And
Yes, you can go be Miss Elizabeth.
And I came here at the age of 19, running against the wind. There was no future in South Carolina.
I made you care. Gilmore.
And how are you related to Lavon?
I've been knowing Levon for years, and Levon is a drawer and everything else. Believe me when I tell you.
So you do remember when Lavon drew designed the building?
Yes.
The one person who, like, as a child, never forgot that I did that, and I
Yes.
can always go back to
Yep.
like keep my sanity. To say, Aunt Carol, you remember when I designed that building? And it's not one time where she said, in my old age, I forgot.
Yes, that's right. People
Thank
do
you.
that stuff. They
Yeah,
don't want to know nothing. But
exactly. Because my
Speak the
teacher,
truth.
who was the teacher that was a black teacher who was the aide. She don't even remember me drawing the building. She was the one who took me to Burger King
Ain't that
for the
awful?
contest.
Wow.
So like, but yeah, my Aunt Carol remembers. So yeah, I won.
Thank you, Aunt Carol.
You're welcome. I gotta go put this in.
Thank you so much.
How do you know Lavon?
You got the Hummer?
How do you know Lavon?
Because I rode past the house the other day, I didn't see it. I was like, I'm gonna pick up
a little bit,
You had
not
like
too
5
much.
cars up in the driveway.
I see her on the internet all the time. My first time seeing her in person.
Is this an internet baby?
Mm-hmm.
What is your name? No, this is not a picture. This is a recording.
It's family. She know it's family.
Hey,
She,
little
when I
baby.
picked her up, she ain't crying nothing. She knows she with family.
Superior County Court?
This is is this a Monroe County Court?
It is.
Okay. The address is 99 Exchange Street. I'm trying to, there was a letter that was sent. First of all, my name is Reverend Markeisha Jackson. Let me start off right there. And I'm with Imperishable Innovations. It's an LLC. And there was a letter that was sent to Judge John Ark in regards to a claim with Mr. Lavon Jones that is currently still pending.
Alright, hold on 1 second.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, this is Reverend Markeisha Jackson. I'm calling to speak to Judge John Ark.
Speaking.
How are you, Judge Ark?
Good, what can I do for you?
This is in regards to Lavon Jones's claim. I was the judicial observer at the time of the claim back in November. And in reference to the intellectual property for the former First Federal Plaza.
Oh, okay.
Now,
It's the hamburger building?
that's correct. That is correct.
Okay.
Now, when the court appearance took place, the claim hearing, it was worded by you that both parties had about 45 days to get any other information if they needed to do any additional information that needed to be done for you to oversee the claim. I don't know if that was done, but there was a transcript that was done because Mr. Levon Jones never received any documentation saying if the claim was closed, if it was dismissed, or if it was still pending. The address that was verified by the clerk at the time, he was Michael, was 35 Weaver Street, but on the transcript it states clearly 75. And it said it 3 different times when I was there, and I know that that was not the address that was stated. And I even Googled 75, and there is no 75 Weaver Street listed in the city of Rochester. So again, if there was any documentation that was sent back to Mr. Jones, it would not have gotten to him in regards to the claim. But do you know what the standing is right now? Because there was a notice of judgment that was submitted by Mr. Jones as well, and that has not even been addressed with a court date.
My guess is that the lawyers defending, was it the county or the city? I forgot who.
County.
Well, they probably prepared a final order and filed it with the county clerk's office.
Because it's still listed, according to public record, it's still listing as pending. There was a update on the Wikipedia website stating that now Levon Jones, the student, is the original designer, but that was not there back in November when he came for the claim. It wasn't even there last year, but it's there now. So it's like, really, what is going on, Judge Art? Because this is before your court, and nothing, like no correspondence is being done to Mr. Jones. And again, even the address, if it was something that was sent, according to the transcript that was paid for, the address is incorrect.
What he should probably do is make a motion.
He did. He made a motion for a judgment, and that was not even addressed. The people within the clerk's office, they were kind of giggly about it, as if this is a joke on the actual intellectual property claim, and it's not, because there's a lot of fraudulent things and unlawful things that were done to these with the people that said that they did this. These infamous Corrigan, Ballister, and Leeper, which 2 of them, the Ballister and the Leeper, are fraudulent names. But there was no coverage, no media outlets that, interviewed, talked about anything regarding the claim. I was able to get some publication in Austin, Texas, with their Street Challenger newspaper, as well as the Challenger in Buffalo. I'm formerly from Rochester, New York, but I moved to Erie County in 2018 as a campaign manager, working with the solitary confinement bill to end that. And currently we've been working on the qualified immunity, which it supersedes all of the crimes that are committed with public officials, law enforcement officers, and they feel like nothing is right. It's not a crime that they can commit to human beings, and just because of their position or title, that's unfair. It's unfair. But again, back to the claim with Mr. Jones. So the judgment that was submitted to your office, there was never a court date that was given for him. So how would he go about that? Because it needs to be addressed again, Judge Art. If you look at the legalities of everything, documentation-wise from both parties, you will see the standing that the justification needs to be clarified with due process.
Well, why you just have his lawyer contact the lawyer? But I think did he sue the county? I think that the city, along with an architect. I vaguely recall that, and I vaguely recall them submitting an order disposing of the case, but I can't give you any more than that because I just don't have a recollection of it.
Okay, so his best bet is to get because the judgment is there that he filed. I just don't understand why the clerks are not getting this information to you.
I can't. I don't take responsibility
Right,
for that.
and I know, and that is understandable. But that's what some of my argument is right now. That they're not getting the information to you for you to see this, because someone did stamp your name on something that said that the case was dismissed. Yeah. So it's like Judge John Art did not do this. The case is not dismissed. The case is still pending. So it's like, okay, somebody has to be held accountable for this, because this is not coming to you as due process when it should be getting to you in due process.
Well, why don't you piece everything together and send it to us?
Okay.
What do you have, Bill? We'll take a look at it. I just can't give you any. I can't give you any clarification because I don't know what the filings are. I don't have them in front of me.
Okay. Well, I will definitely I'll be.
And you see, my mother is not gonna lie for me. My aunt's not gonna lie for me. So we're here to let you know that I really won. And if people don't want to face it, people don't want to acknowledge what's going on, don't worry. Because right now, where I'm at with Rochester, it's up. It's really up. So I like to thank everybody who supported me and